you've almost got a full house on it. It's quite good.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it's for us, especially for the guys in Europe. Europe.
Mm.
It's 2 o'clock now, so once you're halfway
In real
through,
Europe.
it's yeah. In real Europe, that's going to remain Europe, as opposed to this stupid little island that's stuck on the side that can't decide whether it wants to be part of Europe or not.
The
Anyway,
irony, I think Ireland's going to be rubbing their hands. No, that's another conversation altogether
yeah,
about the Brexit. I was just going to say that Ireland will be rubbing their hands together, era, Republic of Ireland, because
yeah, yeah.
they'll get like a lot of the runoff of companies who just can't be asked to move too far, and they want to have the same sort of general sort of
hmm
facilities available.
Yeah, so the Irish Prime Minister being interviewed the other day, he was really trying not to look smug when
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about the complete mess that England are in.
yeah, exactly.
The
We'll probably
UK.
come running back. There's a chance that we might. There's a chance. I mean, this. I don't know about. I don't know how it works. I don't know how in regards to it reminds me that. Do you ever read that story when you were a kid about the two brothers and one wanted his. He wanted his share. Oh, there's a name for it. I can't remember what it's called. Prodigal son. That's it.
Mm,
Prodigal son, where the brother wants his share of the farm early, and he goes out and bangs with the women, has a good time, and then he comes back and gets more again, and he ends up living with him and having a normal life, and sort of coming back, sort of tail between his legs. But I mean, in theory, that the EU could say if everything went wrong, okay, come back. I mean, that would be. I also thought that would happen with Scotland. When Scotland thought they were going to separate from England, I thought that Scotland would come back with a begging bowl about a year later. That was when me being smug and looking back down on Scotland. But I can't see the EU turning their back on England if everything goes to shit. Ever. But there'll be a trial period where you've got to wait about that.
yeah, no, we can't. It can't end with sort of like, a big wall in the channel. It's got to
Yeah,
remain
exactly.
civil.
Like all is forgiven, and they'll have to pay like subsidies, and they'll probably,
Yeah, we'll just end up
making some
worse off
pact
than
that
we
you can't
were.
leave the EU for 50 years or something.
Okay, thank you, Rosa. Thank you, lady. Under stream.
I'm going to be really rusty. I haven't played for a week. Well, except for yesterday, I haven't played for a week. Over a week, actually. Not that I'm ever on the ball anyway.
Hey, Josh. Welcome. Hey, Mutzi. Howdy doodies. Race Wars. What are we? Season 21.
The track this week.
Episode 01. And this is GP Racing. Say that. No.
I should have tried to enter a track and sooner or later. I have to systematically go through all the ones that I've done already and that I haven't done already, and find out whether there's a couple that are sort of, able to enter. Because most of the tracks I'm in now are either silly ones or sort of semi-off-road.
Yeah, you probably do have some that haven't been in yet. I would have
I'm always
thought.
worried though, because I remember I did a couple of weeks ago. I sent one in to be sort of like on the share thing, and then I think Otto was like, "Oh, you've already put that one in." So
You
yeah,
can
I've
you
got to
can search
sort of.
for them pretty well, presuming it's been put in properly. Just do a search for the track
I mean,
name.
I'd have to manually search. I wanted to just go quickly through this what's it called, the thread, and then just look quickly what I've entered. But
Ah, yeah.
maybe I didn't put it on the thread that week. That week, maybe it was taken because it was a new
It could
track, or
also
there's
be
various
taken.
reasons why.
Well, the other thing you'll find is that, which I've, if you just put the link in for your submission, then it makes it
Yeah,
very hard to go back and check.
yeah, yeah. But I've started putting. Well, yeah, that's true. That was because that was that was when I was trying to spam the GCC forums with like 4 tracks in a week, and I just couldn't be asked to explain what it was. I just saw people were like, "Yep, I'll take that." Just put it on. Doesn't
Here's a
matter.
track. Do it.
People
Run
find
it.
out yeah,
Well,
exactly.
the
People find
advantage
it's like
of
a top.
putting a little. I used to go full out and put the picture and a kind of description type thing and all of this
All the
stuff in.
stats.
Don't quite do it so much anymore. The advantage is people like me sometimes use those submission lists to find jobs for other events.
Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense.
So you can actually use it. It can go further than that one event. Is
Yeah, yeah,
there,
yeah. Yeah, I've normally got a YouTube video of it as well, but not always, you know.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing to do. Just whack the link to the YouTube thing in there.
That's what I've done recently. That's what I did for In the Loba and oh no, did I end it In the Loba? Maybe I didn't. That's what I've done for a couple of videos recently. You know. Did that with the new one I've made, Beachcomber. Ended in the off-road. Well, whatever. Polo was last. I get mixed up. Whatever the GCC equivalent of off-road is, probably World Off-Road Championships or something.
Yeah, the GCC one is World Off-Road, and then my one's Off-Road
Yours is
Monday.
sort of like yours is like off the grid a bit. Like I don't actually officially ever say to you put my track in, but if it's available, then you'll normally grab one. You know.
Yeah, I don't actually. I don't. It's not really a submission-based thing. Though I'm always happy if people send me a track or something like that.
So this looks like a long cinema. There's a lot of these tracks around. Up and down this road, I've seen quite a few of this.
Where are we? We're here. Oh, okay. We're going to take a Nero Custom. Go on.
Nero would have been a good one. Full of speed, yeah, that would have been a good choice as well.
I'm bored of that Devastate thing now.
Oh yeah? Well, that's handy because it'll get banned sooner, right? Oh shit, sorry, I don't want to talk about this again.
No, it's alright.
Sorry, but
the thing, people keep asking for it to be banned, but it's really only dominant on a certain type of track. Like someone posted the thing from it being really dominant on dipping in. But if I remember dipping in correctly, the Massacro is a good couple of seconds quicker than any other sports car. Because it's just such a, or it was back when, before the Comet SR and the Pariah and all that came out. Because it's just so speed.
Dipping in as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How often do people stop doing dipping in?
But it's that the Devastate will be dominant on a full top speed track. But on any other track, it's not. So it's not like a class breaker in my view.
I think this rings a bell. We played it before. I think we played this, no?
Radic Pasture.
Oh, was it really difficult to get at the end or something?
You might have done. There's always a few tracks from Coxygene. A lot of shared
I
creators.
think it's just very similar to something else. Very specific. No, I recognize the big open road.
Radic Pastures. It's from the Smuggler. He's a Coxy guy as well.
I'm sitting fast around dead last night. I'm rusty. I'm not the best racer in the world anyway, and I'm in a Zentorno. Not the best combination.
We were talking about this with Ladybug the other day. It's never all that bad if you're in a Zentorno.
Yeah. Oh, Zentorno's fun.
Exactly.
Yes. Got away with some, a couple of people like a nasty one, that's good. Yeah, we've definitely played this because I remember that chicane being quite nasty.
Yeah, it must have been in Coxygene in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, this track's fun. It's just, I can imagine it's very two-dimensional in the sense that you can't really do anything but a fast supercar. You wouldn't really get further in the sport.
Yeah. Almost feels like you could put this in contact with a bit of slipstream.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm going to do a modded now. Yeah, it's a shame that lag exists, man. Because I mean, contacts are already difficult, but if lag, if it was all fair, fair and square, i.e., oh, sorry, mate, I hit you, I crashed out, or I got in the way, but you can't prove anything. You don't know what's happened. You don't know who's responsible. So it's very difficult to contact with it, but it's such a good idea.
Yeah, it is good fun. People need to
Learn
adjust their driving. Yeah, well, it's the simple thing of you got to pay attention to the car in front of you, and if they slow down, you kind of got to slow down a little bit as well. It's just the way it goes. You can't drive through people.
Finished? Are you finished? Give it to mummy then. Give it to mummy then. What's wrong? You brushed your teeth. You finished? What time? You gonna go to bed? Oh. Yeah. Night night, pumpkin. See you later. Hey, night night. Night night. See you tomorrow. 10 o'clock, yeah, Kaya. Not 6:30. Okay. Get to it about 6 now. Night night, Kaya. Yeah, the first thing the important open with big contact is that people really haven't driven in contact for so long that there's no subtlety involved. There's no like waiting behind and going for the right line. People just plow right through. You know? People,
we did one and,
yeah.
We did one and half the lobby tried to sneak up the inside of a chicane sort of thing.
Oh yeah, this is my line. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the line.
But it was off the,
everybody takes me.
It was off the starting grid, more or less. It was the end of the first straight, and it's like we can't all try to sneak up the inside of the hairpin.
Oh, yeah, and you get like one guy that's lucky, everybody else crashes out, and then that guy wins easily just by default almost.
It can be nice. I really want to try. I really want to try some rallycross.
It also means that you've got like a different scope to sort of have different players. So you're going to have different style of players. You've got contact. Some tracks just won't work. You know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, you definitely have to pick the right sort of track. Rallycross would be great, but there's a lot of work involved in that because you need to get a small group together who are all going to do joker laps and stuff, and you all need to really know the track really, really well.
Yeah, that's the style. Otherwise, you wouldn't. Yeah, you just driving around randomly, you just crash into it.
If you watch them when they do rallycross, you know they all know exactly what they're doing, where they're going every turn, and that's how they can drive around that. Yeah, definitely that sort of thing. Get familiar with the route, because otherwise, people will just crash everywhere. You've got to know, especially in a rally track, you've got to know kind of the correct lines, or you'll just have people flying into hairpins at full speed while you're there.
Yeah, exactly.
Properly adjusted, you've lined yourself up, you're taking the turn right, and someone's just plows into you. Not on purpose either.
The situation that even if they do wait for you, you've both still lost the race. That's the problem.
No, it's all over by that point.
But yeah, it's definitely good. It's good. Like I say, it's good scope. That you're approaching races in a different way. If you're gonna, I mean, the only track that I know backwards on my own and Paul's. But yeah, suddenly if you get given a set of 6 tracks, you've got like a week to prepare. It's kind of cool because preparation becomes one of the key factors in the race as opposed to just what happens in the night.
Yeah, exactly. Then it's prepping for the race. You'd have to do something with the qualifying times and stuff like that to work that out. Maybe readjust.
If you had people that were patient, though, like you said about qualifying, you could actually have a bunch of people waiting in the wings, you know, like round 2 and stuff. It would be kind of cool.
They used to do it in GCCC. They did do some sort of rallycross thing, and they'd have maybe multiple lobbies going. And I don't know if they did it like they'd do heats and then a final. I'm not sure. Yeah, it could work.
That'd be cool, man.
It could work. It would take, what you need is a few people organising, so you had the people to host the different lobbies and sort of all of that sort of thing.
I do remember watching a G and Picano stream about 4 years ago now, where they did that exact thing. They had an inner city rally, like right next to Vinewood. There's a tiny bit of grass. They were doing that exact thing. They were having rounds, and they were having like the top 3 qualify, etc., etc. It was really interesting to watch, you know.
Yeah, that's on my list of things I'd love to do.
Yes, I didn't finish him off. Some kind of cheat. I suppose I had to beat that guy. Yeah, I should have chosen the Cyrus for that track. I should have known.
Hello, Marshmallow. Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Someone's telling me I meant to do that. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Without further ado, let's get on with it. That's what they always say now. They've all got the same spiel. It's like someone's made a script and they all stick to it. You know, like Just to get
Without
as many
further
subs as possible.
ado,
And they're always like...
it does sound like the sort of thing I would say.
With that being said, let's get into the video. And you want to say, okay, you've got that better the way, you moron. Stop repeating like Mr. Boss of the Win. Containment breach.
Sports classics.
Tiny little track.
Back to my one.
It's a sport car. I guess the cheetah's probably good if it's tiny, turning, got a lot of turning acceleration.
Cheetah all the way.
No, I'm good with the cheetah, I'm a bit rusty now. Let's see if it's raining. Oh, it's not raining. It's going to start raining heavy tomorrow. We've got somebody else in, Coxie guy.
Bien vacilo.
Hey? Oh, it's locked to these sort of basic rally cars. Okay, then that's cool.
Oh, right, okay. I'll take the Silvestre.
Oh, I should have gone for the Silvestre. I don't know. I was thinking that kind of inner city track, if it's really tight, it would make sense to have that kind of style of car. See, that's
interesting. Interesting.
There's about 9 versions of this, but I just get the point where I'm not entirely embarrassed by it. It took me ages to make it to a colour that would seem acceptable.
Oh, that's
then you
not the
paint a
stuff.
car, you think it's nice, and then you get on the road and it's an absolute sack of crap.
Like my Panto. I think my Panto is
Really?
delicious.
Well, I like my Panto over yeah, the old Panto is even worse than my Panto was sort of tongue in cheek. I wasn't being serious. I'm not saying that you were.
Mine's beautiful. Mine's a work of art. Orange and purple. I mean, how does it get any better than that?
I think it's the same thing. If I don't respect a car, then I don't give it a good colour. I think, doesn't matter. Is there a crossover there? I think I've done that exact thing. Yeah, your Panto's hideous, I remember.
It's lovely.
Everyone's got a hideous car, though. That's yours. Oh, this is alright. It's nice and simple.
Yeah.
Nice. Clean.
Oh, I'm
actually...
actually...
that tyre on the inside.
Now I'm very glad we put cams in classics, because this isn't a normal classics race, so we do have I love the Cheetah. Cheetah Classic has become one of my favourite cars to drive.
I used to use it all the time, and I started using the Turismo, and I haven't looked back, but I'll probably come back. I think it's ironic that we've made a big deal about having everything clean, and then he's put them tyres on the inside of the corners. So if we do catch it, you're going to stick to it.
Yeah, they could just be something else, or pulled in so you wouldn't catch them.
Very strange. I feel really rusty.
Doing very well there.
Yeah, you were a Silvestre.
Yeah, but the Silvestre is meant to be a bit quicker on tarmac than the Retina.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a bit out of practice with Silvestre. It's not that much. It's not like the most used car in the
There's one big hairpin there that's... read it wrong. Actually, both of the hairpins, they look narrower than they are, but there's nothing you can do about that in the docks because it's all hidden.
All boxes.
It's all blind corners.
Yeah.
But that's just the docks. The docks are always going to be like that.
I'm getting overtaken by speed. Yeah, what am I doing wrong?
Oh shit. Yeah, see, that's what I was doing. I didn't really feel like I was doing anything wrong, but I'm way back. Way back.
You just have to sort of firmly believe that everyone else has played this track and you haven't.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be good settings.
these hairpins, I keep messing them up. Taking
It's
them
skin
too,
and retina. Really will.
taking them
But
too
maybe that
tight.
can't do that. Oh, somebody's gone. Oh, Ladybo's gone past me.
It's annoying
Oh,
because
everyone's
it's
getting past me.
do well in these non-Wagner races.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got a chance to get a couple of points on the board before he really whips your ass. So, that's why I like the coupes and the sedan races. It's like everyone's equal, you know. It's cool. I don't know why more people don't make sedan races and just take out all the shaft races. It would be quite a nice class then, you know?
Yeah, it would be really cool. The only problem is that no one would ever have a custom car because it's one of those classes where people really don't have other options. I know Fireside's done a couple of his tracks where he's locked it to the older sedans.
Yeah, the creep sort of full piece of that. It's ironic that they boost up the sedan class to make it faster than the coupe class, and it's meant to be a level down.
Yeah,
I've got about 5 sedans, so I love sedans.
I've got
One
a
of my favourite
couple.
cars in the game is the tailgater. I love the tailgater. It looks amazing. It's like the car from the Transporter. I had it nice and black for so long. I don't know. I've changed it to white now, but yeah, I love the tailgater. Hold up, lady boy.
Take an 8th place, that'll do.
Whoa.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, I was jumping back and forward, but wasn't ideal. 10th. 37 or whatever. A couple of Sylvesters there. You and Ivan Mikhailovich. I don't know, somebody sent me a message. What was it? Neo Gamer sent me a message asking if he could put his time up on my little blurb of my track.
Oh, it put
See that he got the world record. But I mean, it's an early thing to do. I mean, the track has been made that day, but I'm still obliged to put it up there, so maybe it'll raise some interest.
Let you see if anyone can beat it.
Yeah. When he put up the screenshot of the image as well, there were only 3 people that finished as well. I want to say that's a bit presumptuous. What happens if the guy behind he's got a better time, you know? Very strange. Unless everybody DNF, which is a bit weird.
I guess that's the thing, if you don't have a single world record up there, anyone can come in and claim it.
Yeah, well, exactly. It doesn't bother me. If anything, something's not necessarily, but sometimes this creates a little bit of back and forth, and all can be a good thing for your track, you know.
Oh, here's one without pariahs. Nice.
Oh, that's good. Big Sur GP. Over and down.
Big Sur GP. Nice bit of sun and sea and clouds.
Nice few rocks. There's quite a lot of tracks in this area recently.
We did this one in Cottaging.
Oh, as in we, I have as well.
I presume if you did the testing with Paul.
Yeah, probably did. Yeah, I've got to be careful now. If I pick the bloody 9F, I'm going to finish last, so I've got to pick something sort of moderately faster. Not the 9F's not slow, but there's too many cars up there. They're going to beat the 9F, I think.
Yep. Yeah. Indeed.
My favourite car, actually, it's not even my favourite car. It's a sort of a crap version of my favourite car. I've got to use the bloody Cabrio, which I don't even like that much. Got it. Of all the cars to lose in the bloody game because of this stupid glitch, my favourite car gets kicked out.
Yeah. The one which has actually been good, which I thought would be annoying, was the Zion being out. But it's actually...
Yeah.
I've now appreciate 2 or 3 more cars. I thought there was nothing else good to drive in the coupes, but actually I'll take the Exemplar against Zions now. I don't even mind. Yeah. It's more fun to drive.
And Jackal, yeah. Yeah, it's more fun to drive. It hasn't got that spoiler. Kills it though, and one-on-one, unfortunately. Lack of spoiler, sorry.
So now the question is, Oh, I'm gonna take the old school massacre.
Oh, I was going to throw the Massacre on. I thought maybe it was too tight. I went with the Jester. Damn it, I should have gone for the Massacre as well.
Hey, thank you, Purple. A bit of afternoon gaming.
The two allergies. That's the obvious choice I get for allergies. I'm not like over the allergies, I don't regret much.
I'm crap with it. It's embarrassing when I try the allergy.
Yeah, I don't know how hard you're meant to push it, you know. I can't really work out what I'm meant to do with the allergy. I know that it's clearly a good car, but I just don't know how to use it, so I don't bother.
Yeah.
There's a Porsche as well. I forgot about the Porsche. I don't even know what it's for. Yeah, the second one that would make a big difference. That seems like a lot of straight. And again, it's got some bends as well. I think there is a tight corner.
Oh, that one, there's a gap there. You want to not fall off of it.
Oh,
there.
Oh, that actually went.
Someone went off.
I think at the tree as well at some point. Oh, I got that tree now.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just got to trust the creator.
Yeah.
Oh, too fast.
He's on the bridge.
I'm not going to lose to that Jester. You're gone. Come back in.
Go too hard there.
Oh no, I
don't remember.
I could have taken the Schlagen.
Schlagen's clumsy on big corner on the turns, where you have trouble if you in and out.
Oh shit.
I do that stuff.
Feltzer might have been actually. Feltzer would have been good. Been getting good with the Feltzer now.
I thought in the city more than I do down on sometimes. Yeah, but the Feltzer's one I thought you've really got to put a bit of time into it so get the result.
No. Although apparently I've got the wrong tyres on my Feltzer.
Oh really?
And I thought I had the Feltzer all set up good. I'm sure I asked one of the sweaty guys how to set up the Feltzer. Oh, here he is. I literally just said Cam's name and he appeared. That's kind of scary.
What, in the stream or in the...
Yeah, on the stream. Did I say Cam? Maybe I didn't mention that it was Cam who told me I had the wrong tyres. But it was. And here he is.
No,
Alright, I just said someone. I just thought about you, Cam, and you appeared.
I think about Cindy Crawford in a heyday, so you see it. Speaking of Cindy Crawford in a heyday, I had a clever one, and this is a random conversation now, this doesn't relate to GTA whatsoever. My kid's called Kaya, and I think, me and my wife, I was like, I've got this name now, I think it's really nice for my kid, and she's like, yeah, that is nice. Turns out Cindy Crawford's daughter is called Kaya. She's climbing up the rankings now to being like the world's, she's only 17 or 18, she's going to be like the next big supermodel. Which means in about 5 years' time, everyone's going to be called Kaya, you know, people like Tiffany or something, you know. It's going to be the most common name in the whole world. And everyone's like, yeah, I know why your kid's called Kaya. But no, I had it first, you know.
No, but by the time, how old's your kid?
2.
Oh, only 2. Yeah, no, then it's going to be when she starts to become famous.
So I just had to hold that Kaya and Cindy Crawford still had a horrible accent. Disfigured herself. Never becomes a model. Or she decided to become a scientist or something instead and then give it the modeling. It's probably that I heard that.
And then becomes world famous scientist.
Yeah, Nobel Prize, exactly. And she's beautiful as well. Oh no! Oh god, I just brushed that rock. I thought that was curtain.
I saw someone else do that as well. Dangerous curve boost.
I was trying to just go next to it. I wasn't even trying to. Well, that would have been it. I would have gone into the sky there.
Oh no.
Oh, there's a load of people again. Loads of people again. Oh no, I've got to use
Oh,
the mechanic.
damn it. I
This
crashed.
guy's catching a Porsche. He's not last. Just stuck against the bumps, though, I tell you.
Yeah, it loves those bumps.
Got an engine as well. I know all cars have got an engine, but the sound of it is crazy. Some cars haven't got an engine, I don't think they go that fast. Ooh, he nearly went off the edge, that guy. Oh, no. Hey, you missed a checkpoint, that guy. I don't think I lost it.
Crash boost. The weather's actually turning nice now. There's not even any clouds in the sky.
Lovely.
Single cloud. Still fucking freezing though.
Yeah, it's going to start raining here tomorrow. Ah, not bad, I'll take 6th in the Jester, that's alright.
Six, nicely done.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Nothing disastrous happened. I'm not drinking tonight though, I'm trying not to drink for Friday so I can be a sober one.
Comet SR.
Cruise checks joined.
Hey, Mr. K. I think I'm going to put, unless I change my mind at some point, I've got Helios fan in for tomorrow as well.
Oh yes?
Because I haven't done that yet. But I'm going to do something weird, like do it in the muscles.
The Vamos. The muscles. The Vamos? That's the Vamos, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Vamos. I gave it a test yesterday. It's not easy, but it's fun.
It's fun. Yeah. It could either be that or the Oracle. I think that's the only one that I haven't seen it being done in as well. I recognise this one as well, actually. Sweet, it was fun. I keep forgetting that's my that's a quite a recent track. I was going to say it's my penultimate track, but there was one before that. This one.
Oh, one from. Oh, another one in classics. Oh, hey, lots of classics. I like it. Oh, remind me to tell you a story about the song Red Red Wine when I'm not streaming.
Alright. We've got a story about Red Red Wine as well. That's bizarre. God. Me and Paul got a story about Red Red Wine.
Really was weird.
Yeah, that is very strange, yeah. What, you want to use Cheetah Classic?
Yeah, always Cheetah Classic.
Okay, yeah, Cheetah Classic. Yeah, have a look. Yeah, when me and... actually, I'm just going to go with my story, it doesn't matter. When me and my wife were trying to have a kid a couple of years back, yeah, I don't know why I'm telling this everyone to stream about my sex life, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, sex became one of the things where you just had to do it because we wanted to get out of the way because we just wanted to have a kid, you know. There was another way to say it. It became really tedious, so I would just quickly sort of G myself up, get in there, and then get out, and then get back on GTA as quick as possible. So I'd say to Paul, just casually, I'll be back in a minute, and he'd be like, all right, and then I'd come back like, he's like, what's wrong? I was like, oh, nothing's wrong. I just had sex with her. Just get out of the way, you know. And then one day I said to him, I know that I'm probably not doing this right, but I know that maybe I'm being over exuberant, but I know that there was something wrong because as I went into the bedroom, Red Red Wine was playing, and as I left the bedroom, the same song, Red Red Wine, was playing as I left. You know what I mean? Like the song hadn't changed during the act and after the act. So I was like,
that's not long enough.
It's only been a minute and a half. Yeah, well, exactly. But yeah, I still finished up. Yeah, and then Paul made a track shortly afterwards, but quicker than Red Red Wine, and that's how I got Red Red Wine.
That's nowhere near as good as my story.
Oh, damn it. Well, that's it. good. To have a Red Wine story period is pretty good.
Butcher Boy 2006. You can join. Send me a message. Search me or something. It's something like that maybe. A bit complicated to get you in the list. Ooh, PS4.
It's getting the names right after this. You'll probably find that there's probably about 15 Hannemans out there.
But there's only one Hanneman I want.
Whenever I look up Hanneman on YouTube, it comes up like an Indian god. Something, I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
Some random Indian image.
That's where I got the name from for some bizarre reason. I don't even remember.
Okay.
It's also a really good. It's also a really good like flamenco guitar song.
Is it?
I found that afterwards. Oh no! There's a solid car and a person.
Tangible? Yeah, I was just about to say. But I think that car is solid. Oh no, did you crash it though?
No, I missed the car, but I hit the person.
Oh, the actual person went out.
Yeah, yeah.
Great song.
That whole story deserves an ooh la la. I'm gonna do a better one than that for Norton. Ooh la la. It just feels forced. I need to go to the south of France for a little bit. Oh, no, it was good enough. It was good enough. Okay. It's not good enough for me. I need to work on it.
It's like certain swear words don't work in different certain like region accents. Really, like certain regions, it just doesn't happen. Like it just sounds crap, but other swear words work better for some reason, and I don't understand why. You know, my mate from London, he used to use the word jippo. And if you say jippo in a northern accent, this sounds ridiculous. You know what I mean? So I just never use the word jippo. Probably just then, obviously.
An A for effort, then. I get an A for effort on my
Oh no, man!
Oh, he's off.
Oh, cack! One of the track now. Oh, I was doing alright there as well. Shit stinks. Black screen. Oh no, I'm miles of them last now. I was literally in the top 6. And now, on the thing, I'm still in top 6, but that's important. Like I'm last.
What was that? Was that you, the white car that went over?
Yeah.
Wasn't your car brown?
You've had a conversation with Paul or something? And my car's always been white. Paul insists that every car that I want is brown.
I thought all your cars were brown.
You listen to Paul, that's your problem. Don't listen to what Paul said. I'm sure Paul must have... Paul said that in the feed, hasn't he? That's what's happened. I can't believe the feed. Paul said something in the feed. He definitely has. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know that shit. That's definitely Paul talking. This stupid shit. Paul doesn't understand what brown is or whatever's coming before. I've had to spray a car silver. I rolled up on the forecourt and said, "Is that brown?" I was like, "No, it's silver." What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, well done. You might also now guess that I don't actually have a red wine story.
Oh, bollocks! Yeah, that was Jesus. Was that a cunning sort of scheme to get me to reveal my red wine story?
I guess so. It was all his idea. That's why I kept saying the word cloud. That was the code word that I understood the plan.
I should just put my stream on and my phone on. I should just run and check the screen every now and again. That's in the next room. I can't be asked.
And I was struggling so hard. How do I slip cloud into the conversation? That was the word that I had to say to like acknowledge that I'd seen the message and that I was ready to play the game. And I was like, how do I say cloud? Oh yeah, it's cloudy. It's not cloudy.
Oh god, normally Paul goes with the word like hyena or antelope or something.
I guess considering then that was pretty good, pretty easy to slip in cloud as opposed to hyena. Well, the hyena might have been interesting. I could have been like, they could have called it a hyena. I would want to.
You ever watch that World Cup? I think it was the World Cup or the European Championships where all of the England squad were trying to fit in names of songs in the interviews. Shearer and Gary Neville and everything was hilarious. And it took about a week of commentaries, like people going to interviewing the team before they realised what was happening, you know.
I don't remember that. I do remember them messing around with the names in one of the World Cups where they were putting together players' names to make weird sentences. They were funny ones. He almost said hyena. Hello, person whose name I cannot read. You got 777 in your logo. Hello and thank you. Oh,
Yeah,
that
Paul's
was too
probably
funny,
chuckling
man.
himself now, like, I've got that guy, bastard.
I can't imagine he was he was expecting it would turn out half
He's
as
jealous that
well.
we're playing GTA and he's stuck drinking bourbon in Japan, probably looking over a balcony, angry about the whole thing. This is a nice little
Hey,
map.
nice
Look at
one,
the
welcome,
map.
man. How would I attempt to say your name in English, Japanese friend? Because
I should have said to you, let's hear your red, white story first then. You would have been like thinking on your feet there, Jesus.
yeah, he wasn't expecting you.
The reveal.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me at all. It's not as if people are going to go digging into your stream and going like, I found some dirt on GAN 77, some random guy who lives in Taiwan.
No, but you know, I think Cam enjoyed it, and
Oh, that's good.
maybe Norton also. Deathmatch enjoy human. I'm not big on death matches. I just get killed a lot. Okay, what's this track look like? Ooh, oh, it's this one. It looks a bit like hyena. You see, it would have been easy to slip hyena in at this point.
I think it looks more like a Pegasus or a unicorn or something. It's got like the horse's head. And
Oh shit! I need a car. I need a car. Not that one. Not that one. Not that. Oh fuck! This is bad. This is the
Ada?
no.
Furnace?
No, 811.
Cheetah? Oh, that could have been worse. Been Ada. Ooh, could have gone for a downforce. I never even thought about that. I could have gone. Then again, I don't know. This city trash.
Oh, that's the name. Deathmatch Enjoy Human. That's the name? I guess it doesn't translate. Sure. Oh shit. Yeah, no worries, man. I'm useless in Japanese. Being English, I'm useless in almost every other language.
I don't know right now. This track.
Yeah, another one we did last Oxygen.
Oh, I recognise the colour scheme. I remember seeing it. It's weird that every single corner has a different colour scheme. That's weird. By
Not having a good time in the 811. That's kind of to be expected.
I remember in the last episode, it was like I got shit under my wheels, like all the fences and shit. I remember now. Yeah, there's a lot of sort of debris that can get caught up in the track.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, that's horrible. Yeah, that's I remember that bit. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
Hey, how's it going, Tommy? Yeah, right for your track. I'm not driving the right car for it at all.
Okay, getting murdered by Wagner's in it doesn't matter. Obviously leaves.
Right, coming out of that tunnel.
Well, now would have done more tire from the
Yeah, I wouldn't mind visiting New York one day.
Is that another code word?
No. You're going to be worried.
Mention New York that we're going to do the next one, like this next trip. Okay, yeah, I like New York. Goes to my feeling.
I would say, Tommy, just still some of the colours could maybe be like where it's all purple like that. It can make it a bit hard to read. All in all, it's a very nice track.
Fluid, very fast.
Hey, alright, nice one, mate. Pulls off, he says to say goodbye from him.
Stupid shit.
The other thing I would
Tell him
say...
have a bloody beer. Tell him have a bloody beer, man. He's don't get me wrong. I like bourbon's my favourite drink. But he's in the land of like really
He can hear you.
Nice.
I don't need to tell
I was
him.
going to say, okay, Paul, I know you like drinking bourbon, but have a couple of nice seasonal beers, will you? Nice couple of your biscuits or something. And then nice warming out. I love bourbon more anyway. He can drink bourbon anywhere. He's in Japan, he's drinking biscuits and different terrains and size. He's off the beer right now. He's more than bourbon. Get them one of them mom and pop shops.
He's in the middle of a bourbon right now, and he feels like John Wayne.
I didn't look like John Wayne.
Okay, you have the Japanese version also. Yeah. That's a real rank. 1034. Whoa.
I'm assuming he bought that old car actually. He's got a bourbon now.
The only other thing I'd say on this track, Tommy, is on some of your hairpins, maybe changing the colour of the stunt signs would help, or lowering the props leading up to it. Yeah, see you later, Paul. Because at times you don't see the hairpin as you approach the corner. Let's see if I can see an example. Like here it's cool, I can see the whole hairpin. Red's a bit hard to read. This one's nice, it's open as well. There's a couple of them where the inner prop, that's really nice the way that tapers in perfectly to the prop. But then like that one, you see it a bit late because the propping is very high on the inside. But, you know, small little details if you're interested.
There's one where you got around the corner and when you get sort of deep into the corner, almost too deep in the corner, and you feel like you're a little bit in no man's land. I know once you get used to the corner it's alright, but it's got me a couple of times for sure.
But actually maybe that one where it's, if you'd made the props leading up to the sign a different colour, it would stand out and you'd see the curve of the apex as you approach. I'm surprised actually, I'm managing to hold it together in the 811.
Hold it together. What is holding together? What was that position holding it together?
16th.
Okay, I'm pointing to the video.
It's less to do with the position on the track and more to do with the fact that I'm not crashing into every single wall.
Yeah.
Oh, do I like drifting? I like drifting in the Omnus in rally races. I do like it when I can do it right, but I'm not very good at it.
Well, Omni's the only car that actually pays dividends. Every other car, it's a negative thing, isn't it?
Except there's a couple of like banger races with Ice Track and the Drift Tampa, where drifting does actually kind of work. Oh, DNF.
There's not as many wall-to-wall Wagners as there was before, though. I'm quite impressed with the choice of cars today.
Yeah, we've got a few more Coxies in here. I get a more wider variety. I'm sure it's not I know there's lots of people with these impressive ranks. Okay. Loudest. Let me have a look. Drift montage. What is that you're drifting? Is that a Banshee? That's pretty tight.
Banshee RS and the normal Banshee.
I don't know. I'm not that good at identifying cars we would need. The RX-7 in real life. Is that the Banshee? Looks like it. Yeah, I'll drop you a subscription there, Mr. Loudest.
This should be a clean race of Kubas in it. Formula E Championship.
Okay, we definitely, hold on, wait, I need to choose a car. What's this track look like? Ooh, it looks like
Let's go for the 811 again, man. You're on the
No, I think Tempesta is what we want on this one.
I was going to go with Tempest. I just chose a bloody Tyrus. I might have made a mistake here.
Hey, nice. I'll have to watch the rest of it after the race.
Oh shit, oh, hit the wall already. What the hell's going on?
Hey, thanks, man. I recently changed my Tempesta. It was kind of a boring black and white, and I've made this quite nice green. Very happy with it.
I love my yellow one. One of the few cars I'll never probably play. Lovely looking car as well. I still think Luca looks a little bit nicer than someone.
Yeah, I'm constantly trying to find nice racing green combinations without bothering to do any modded colour stuff. Whoa, where am I going? Whoa. Oh, me and everyone went in. Yeah, loads of us went pit laning.
Well, how do we know? How do we know there's no evidence?
The long one was yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's not a great pit lane position. Let's try. This is by Drew, but Drew's normally a very good creator. He's a very good creator. Track is very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, damn! Oh, that pit lane was
unexpected.
Yeah.
And I had earlier you got to choose a pit lane.
Yeah, well, I had a split second where I kind of had a split second to choose, and I chose the wrong way. I could have cut back and kept on the right track.
Right, so let's get up. What am I doing? When does the pit lane start? This is not a Tyrus track, because the Tyrus doesn't like stop. He's like right no hard. He's right no hard for one.
Where's this pit lane?
Oh, yeah. At the end of it.
Oh, again.
You get it again?
Oh, we can't cut out, we can't escape it either. It's really hard. It's on the, if you take the corner too wide, you end up in the pit lane. It's very mean.
You would assume that the pit lane would be the hardest option, wouldn't you? As opposed to the easiest one. I'd just reverse the valve. I'd just change it around.
Yeah, exactly. The rest of the track is beautiful.
And he's gone through with the he's gone through with the lamppost as well.
Yeah.
A nice big corner. Yeah, this little hospital corner thing is a killer for the tire.
He's done it nicely though. I don't like tracks when they go through there.
Yeah.
But he's done it very nicely.
Well.
Very clean. Okay, yeah, this time. I mean, last time I remembered to take the right, which one I wanted to take, but I was just going too fast. Got to remember.
Yeah, the word pit is above it actually in big green letters. I just didn't see it.
I didn't see that either. Yeah, well, someone else has gone into it there.
Maybe you just need the pit. Oh no! Oh god!
I feel like I've accomplished something by managing to not go into the pit.
Yeah.
In the pit. In the pit. Oh, is it sticking in there? Oh shit. A bit unexpected.
It's almost like a juggle lap. At least everyone in the field, maybe 90% of in the field, the pit at least once. That's quite good.
Go again, remember, hit time. This time we're all getting it.
Like that corner with the green square.
The chicane afterwards. It's all very nice, the track.
Yeah, good.
Lost the position back there.
It wasn't won by a Valve, it was won by an RE17 and all talk was second.
Ah, nice. Oh, I see, ladders. those ray guns make for some great footage and photos. Slow down. It's really funny. All right, he's shooting. He's driving past. Cool.
T20 7th, that's quite impressive.
There's a lot of black screen at the end. Yeah, the last clip with the drifting and the ray gun blasting. Very cool. Oh, classics for this one. I think Otto told There you go. Yeah, this is the one that Cam asked to be not in bikes. Fair enough. Ooh, that's more. Yeah, you got to be filming to catch those moments there. So nicely done. A friend of mine's got a track that goes up and down Chiliad, and I know some people have done drifting up and down there, which looked very cool. It's like the sort of I think it might have been some Japanese players doing that sort of Fast and the Furious drifting down the hill thing.
Is that, it's on me now, not on the stream?
Kind of, yeah, both. everyone. Just talking to myself, to you, stream.
No, I wasn't being rude. I don't want to chip in and say, yeah, and you were like, no, I'm talking to this guy in the stream. He's talking about drifting up in Chile.
No, he's just talking about drifting. I'm talking about Genopa's, people drifting Genopa's Chiliad track.
Oh yeah, Genopa's got some good ones.
Yeah, check out. Oh shit!
We play this one? Rings a bell.
Last post, yeah, we've done this in Coxygen. We've done this a couple of times. Let's track this one.
Good thing is another thing that perhaps I could get into if I wanted to. There's another aspect of the GTA world that we could sort of, I would give it a bit more longevity, you know, like the same with the monster trucks. I know if I did get into it, I'd probably quite enjoy it. It's just about putting in time. You know?
Yeah, the monster trucks can be cool once you get to handling them. Handbrake helps with the monster trucks a lot.
Yeah. It's just... Oh no! Ah no! Cack. I'm from 36, 7, 8, 9, maybe last year. I got out of board.
Oh, two of them. Clip the same piece.
Yeah, I've got to get the hang of this car and this car.
Oh shit, the grid broken. I don't know if you're still listening, Cam. I think you've got a glitched grid.
What, so people got jammed in the road or something?
Yeah. Something like that.
I hate that. I remember that happened in one of my races, and I thought, well, good afterwards.
It's one of those, it's entirely Rockstar's fault.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, we've all just got to be, as creators, extra vigilant now, because Rockstar make it so easy for these things to go wrong. It's very annoying.
Does that double save glitch still exist, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still Paul talking didn't exist anymore, but
Oh, I think the grid has gone to a 2x15 grid.
Oh no! Yeah, the grassy ridge. God, what a waste of the race. I'm feeling right now. I would have been probably top 10 at least. Through the way. It's this bloody Turismo. It's got that sideways spin. I forget all about it. Oh, this time. Maybe I should have done the cheat. I know I'm definitely should have done the cheat. Oh no. 4 for 50. Have you got a track in this first, Hanny?
No, I haven't done any GPs for ages. Well, I'm working on a rebuild. That might be different enough to put in.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't make enough tracks this sort of style anymore. You know, not a deliberate thing. I just find these things too daunting. You know, finding a new area, making it look good, getting it sort of put down. It's just a lot of hard work. How many you got in your stream now?
8 of these guys watching.
Bloody hell.
I'm trying not to read the messages telling me not to choke, as I'm in the rarefied position of being in first place. And have been for about a lap. But someone's catching me. Shit. Which means my track knowledge has run out. Norton. Okay, yep. Damn it.
Oh, he's choked. He's choked.
Just lost the position. I'm still still with him. Ah, no, it's a bit of a skid. I was doing great until I realised I was in first, and then suddenly it was all
Yeah, that's the
pressure.
worst. That's the worst.
Now this guy, Track Racer RX, is flying away from me. If I try and catch him, I'm just going to crash.
That's exactly why I crashed that day. Just looking around that. I got rid of it. I got stuck behind the lead. That's what time. Yeah, that really tight sort of 180 with a Ron oil board that got me the first time. I've not played it. I thought I played it, but I think I haven't. If I have played it, I can't remember.
Oh no. Oh, almost lost second. Well, I'm happy with second.
That's good, man. Yeah.
Especially as he was 3 seconds a lap quicker than me. Like,
mathematically, it doesn't make sense.
I was never winning that race in a one-on-one battle.
Right in the end. Oh my god.
Nice track, man. Very nice track, Camp. That chicane at the end is a real make or break.
It's a bit before the chicane gets me. As you come around the corner, if you go too far on the left side, you can end up in that like sort of driveway next to that graph. That's got me like twice, I think. But yeah, it's good, fast, fun. Enjoyed that. I'm pretty damn rusty though, so I'm really not the best person. But really track. Cheetah. Oh god, I've lost a pace there. Tracked out. Oh, the real Garston.
So contact with the swinger for this one then.
Yeah. Sounds about right. I wouldn't mind getting some research into whether the swinger would work in contact first before I sort of dipped in. Wanted levels on, that's a bit weird.
Boy, it's bouncing. I can't see my car. Oh, it's all gone funny. Okay, what are we going to take for this? Let's have a look at the map. Oh, it's around there.
It's pretty small.
Let's just take... Oh, we've got it. Oh, yeah, let's take this one. ETR1.
I can hear people jumping and turbo.
I can hear speed boosts, boys bouncing around. I don't know what's going on, man.
You look behind you, there's an actual ramp for the standard traffic. Very strange. Oh, this is a really tight grid.
Hey, thanks, Otto.
Oh, I thought it was actually on the water. I thought it was actually in the dam area.
It's all above.
Whoa.
Things happened, people exploded. Survived.
Yeah, I think it's alright. I don't know what. Hey, how's that guy there? Oh, no, 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 no.
Stay away from the barriers, they are not friendly.
Oh, yeah, man. That's it, that's a lap. Pretty sure. Oh, no. Yeah, no, it's not a lap. It's on Oh, I think it's looped upon itself, isn't it? That's what it's done.
Ah, okay, yeah.
I wonder why I've done it and I haven't finished the lap. Do it next time, I think I'm low. Ooh. It's kind of like 4 laps.
Yeah. The route and the race, especially in the ETR1, it's really fun. I really enjoy it. But the barriers around the outside, you just gotta stay so far away from them. It's quite a lot.
That's Rockstar, man. You kind of glance into a barrier. Awesome.
And I don't know what keeps making people blow up.
I think if you kick off the barrier and land in the middle, I think you may have noticed some gas tanks in below the track. I think. Yeah, it's rocks all over, man. You kind of glance the barrier, you're gonna just so random. You're gonna ping in a different direction, you're gonna catch it, you're gonna knock back. It's such a scene.
Oh, I don't know, it's whatever. It's one of those options where you don't see the spoiler, but you get it. I get the traction boost. I'm not changing anything about my cheater. I love the way that car drives. Dare not change it. Maybe I'll buy another one and experiment. Whoa. Hey, thank you, Cat.
Old, you got the old cheater.
I presume he's talking the Cheetah Classic. Oh shit!
Oh, he finished already, that guy.
Keeps fourth.
Bloody hell. Cold tonight, man. I'm running cold. I'm on fire, right? Look at that. Pushing back the logness.
Chasing them. That was the sort of track where I got lucky with the choice of car. ETR1 was a good choice for that. Because it lets you react late to things. Like there was a lot of times where in almost any of the other sort of Wagner or Autox or something, I would have been dead because I went into things too late.
Well, it's got like a timetable button in the cockpit. Yeah.
Well, it just grips so well. It's got so much downforce on a track like that, where you should have already been braking. You can get away with a lot. The actual route and the drive was really fun, especially in that car. But it's not just the barriers themselves. The way they were put together and overlapped, they were brutal. Could almost just use non-barrier
high
pieces.
Barriers, you can't see what's going on around the corner, which is such a shame, man.
Hello, Terry. Yes, ETR1, or the Etri, as I used to like to call it. Hey, you Jib. How you doing, mate?
Not too bad. How are you, Han?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just racing and streaming and all of that stuff.
I have ADHD, unfortunately. I saw the Racewars post and I was like, shit, I better go do that. And then I started drinking my tea and hopefully I've not missed the entire event.
There's three more. You can get in for this one.
open.
That would be 4, Helen.
Oh, 9, 10, 11. There's 4, yes, I don't count. Good.
But yeah, but he might not get in. He's got 20 seconds, so probably 3.
Yeah, I'll spectate the thing.
He's back. Jacko Wacko makes some good ones.
Yeah. Okay, what are we going to take for this one? What's it look like? Should we just go T20? We haven't driven the T20 yet. Oh no, we're going to go with the Vision. We've had a couple of good races.
Great lines. I just told you Vision. I'm not that I'm good with Vision, but I'll give it a spin. Oh, God. So you're getting beer, man. I'll be more enthusiastic right now. I don't think I've got to this stage in Racewars now, so I've been wearing me down. Trying not to drink during the week, I'm trying to be healthy.
I have it some days, some days I just seem to have more energy than like 1,000 condensed zones, and then other times I'm just playing for 2 minutes and my eyes are falling.
You want to try and even that out, don't you? On a scan, not just like have a nice fair amount of energy most days, sort of doing that and one and 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I need somewhere between 0 and 1,000.
That's where alcohol got the money. You just need a couple of pints to G you up. It's perfect.
Slow release energy.
Yeah, or a bowl of porridge, yeah, when you're around.
Porridge.
I'm convinced having cereal and a beer, I'm convinced that's a health food. Everyone's like, man, that's just being a delinquent. I swear by it.
Yeah, man, yeah, exactly. I would have porridge was nice.
So good, this one. 2 good results.
Don't see many Jack O'Wacko in the city, actually.
We've done a few from him.
Yeah, I think it's because after when I didn't get in Jack O'Wacko's tracks originally, we got into his Sandy Shore thing. I actually haven't seen that one.
I think I've got I think I spotted a new one from him for Oxygen.
That's cool.
I guess beachcombers for Oxygen. You don't have anything else, do you?
Yeah.
In the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I keep getting that Oxygen, it's like random stuff. So yeah, whoa, that guy's still in the air. But yeah, I think because I keep getting that Oxygen like any sort of race. But yeah, I always assume that my race is going to be many events because he was staring at. But
yeah, same. But mine convention.
I've got one of yours in the list for Off-Road Monday tomorrow.
Oh wow, thank you. Was that very terrain?
Yeah, very terrain. Yeah.
Oh wow, I hadn't even sent anyone a message. Oh, thank you.
Spotted it.
Talk about that one.
It was good fun. We tested that yesterday, didn't we, Gans? With me.
Oh yeah. Forgive me if I don't remember exactly what it was. We did pick it up.
They had one bit where you like fly into the river, and I was worried people would try and follow the road, but I tried to make it.
No, it's pretty good. I mean, I do know when I'm doing one of your tracks to keep my eyes open and expect the occasional route change where it might not be where people think you're going. But if the checkpoints are always telling you where to go, it's always pretty obvious. As long as you're not just sort of going full throttle forwards without thinking.
Yeah, I played the track by Zerbal yesterday, and it's called .exe, and honestly it's my favourite track.
Normally, that's a very nice one.
Yeah, I feel really mean, but like with Zerbal's tracks, like they're good races, but I find like in this .exe you go through a tunnel, and it's just like a black and grey prop, so like it looks like you're driving into a tunnel, and look like I didn't crash on it, it's fine, but yeah, I kind of feel like a lot of races don't really have really obvious prop on. That .exe, that's the best race ever.
done that a couple of times. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll probably give it
Very
a
nice
nice
one.
kick. I like any new tracks. You said you were holding back on the Coxygen creation ones until like a week after on road, because most of them, not most of them, but a lot of them are off road, weren't they? Sort of style.
For the Coxy Imagination one. Yeah, I'll start putting them in. We've already had one of them in World Off Road. We had the one from the Lord. I'm going to submit my one for that event as well.
Well, that Darren Karen or something, is that right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely submit Interloper for the World Off Road. Send that one through to Fireside.
I was wondering whether, you know, if you knew that sort of event that might want to be frowned upon.
Definitely submit them. It'd be nice for them to see them about in different events.
Yeah.
And it's nice because
That
it's
one
not
a
all
big
the same
stop.
route. It's not like it'll be the same track sort of thing.
Oh, that's cool.
And then
You want
yeah,
Beach Club, you get into bangers. I don't know if it's contact maybe. I don't know if it just qualifies for bangers. I thought maybe it's sort of bouncing around. With
Don't
the
know. What I might do is, depending on if I find any other bangers for Coxygen,
Yeah.
I might put it in
Oh, yeah.
Coxygen as a banger, mess around,
Yeah.
and then if it works properly, I'll put it in Bangers and Mash as well.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, good, man. But it's, I think primarily it's a. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say it's nice when you got a track coming in that if you're all playing, if it feels like you're playing the same track 10 times, I feel like it's just a bad playlist. But even if you got a job that isn't necessarily like 10 out of 10, I still like the change in the playlist.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. There's nothing. Sometimes you get tracks like that aren't that long, although they aren't that complex, but they can break up the playlist and stop being mundane. Yeah, for sure. It's always a place I think.
We tend to, even in our in Coxy, even in the serious playlists, we do serious playlists, but like if we do a GP list or when I do the off-road list, it's all, you know, standard sort of stuff, but then the last one we normally always do a banger race to finish with.
That's when you got a bit of a TDM right in the middle of the city.
Finish, yeah, it's always good to go out with a bang, you know.
Damn it, man, I'm doing bollocks. I know I'm rusty and everything, but Jesus Christ, I went right into a sign at the widest part of the track.
I stand no chance of being competitive on this track, but I really want to try it in the Sultan RS. Like, I don't know, I feel like a chavvy mate just going around in like some kind of Saxo that's got all visual upgrades and just treating it like a serious race. But,
I love the Sultan. Yeah, I've got to use my Sultan more often. You can't use the Sultan in this kind of event. It's just suicide. Yeah, it's cool. Man.
oh yeah, you never not DNF really, but yeah. So.
I think that guy that was winning all the races has left. I don't know if he got kicked or what. Unless he's come back, but he's not there anymore.
That's the sort of thing that has to happen if I ever win a playlist. I won one the other day, but it was a mixed list with crazy stuff in there, and the guy who was winning all the races got fed up with one of the really stupid crazy play jobs and left, so I ended up winning the list.
Yes.
Like, yeah,
strategic playlists. Yeah, that's good, man. Put a couple of dodgy ones right at the end, put people off, and yeah, and get win by default. That's perfect.
I love that. Like, there's like a real serious tiebreaker, and two guys like, right, he's going to win, and then mate in third just is like, yeah, I won the ice cream van race. Fuck
yeah, exactly. You weren't expecting a taco van race now, were you? It's
no
good.
Wonder,
That's why I sometimes feel guilty with my races, because my races, like, they're not serious at all, and I wonder whether, you know, if it's semi-serious in inverted commas playlist, you know, whether people are like, what the hell is this shit going on?
Part of the reason I like doing it, especially in the Coxy lists, is to kind of like, yeah, you take that out of it, you know. It's like, yeah, winning's great and all of that, and it's nice to win a playlist, but the last race anyone could win it, so yeah, don't get too sweaty about like winning the list, you know, because you might lose 30 points on the last track because it all went horribly wrong. So just, you know,
Well, that's not
race and
indirectly
have
on
fun.
on that Coxie Creations, man, because the last two events were parkour. Me and Paul were like firmly
Oh, yeah.
DNFing all the way. Oh, here's the neighbours shouting again, screaming and shouting until late at night.
Really?
I'm bad for that. Like my housemates, like I've avoided it so far, but then one day I was, and like my housemate come through on the WhatsApp, like, "Can you shut up? It's past 12." Sorry.
I can't win because the reason why I get angry is because my kids sleep in there. I know she sleeps earlier and most of them like 9, 8, 9 o'clock. I want to bang on the ceiling, I want to shout out the window, but that would just wake the kid up. So I'm sort of tired, you know. I can't win. I want to almost wake my kid up and then shout out the window, but it just sort of defeats the point of why I'm angry, you know. But yeah,
shaking your hands violently.
yeah, well exactly, yeah. Shake my fist with the roof top. Oh, that's a terrible choice of colour.
Yeah, that kind of blended with the small white spot.
It's too high as well. Make it a lower and make it grey or white.
Like, well, yeah, you have the first ball white and then the second ball red.
Right. Something like that.
Back in 16 again.
Yeah, there's colours, you know, aesthetic colours that you can disagree with and stuff, but matching the different colours so that they're visible is really important. And it doesn't even matter which ones you use, you just got to use nice contrasting colours at times.
You have to pretend you like a really underpaid teacher that's got a like colour code or vision rights.
Yeah, everything's just got to go one colour on the inside, like with the propping you do one colour on the inside, one colour on the outside. Sort of thing.
I actually don't have to pretend that I'm an underpaid teacher. I actually am an underpaid teacher. It's all right.
You're halfway there.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
If you're an educator as well, the world needs more educators.
Yeah, that's true. Or just random people that just moved abroad and decided to teach English randomly. That's probably it. I don't know if I can use it as an educator. That's what I am. Loosely.
No, that's cool. My friend did it for a long time. He then he come back to this country and he was doing it. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Like,
Just had this vision of all these Taiwanese kids running around going, yeah, that's what she said, you know.
Yeah, that's what she said.
So to speak, you know, that's what she said, so to speak. That's what she.
I think going to say that they're going to quote them after the fact that I've got a northern accent, but that's the irony. I actually teach in a horribly pseudo-American accent. It sounds disgusting, my accent. I don't even want to say it out loud, but it's something that I adopted when I first got here many years ago. Now I sort of, it's not even worth explaining. Everyone's like, why are you speaking American accent? I'm not even sure why I do it.
This is my teaching voice.
Yeah, my teaching voice, yeah.
Like, because everything is like really in American. Well, like they're all sport, but like American culture. So like, if you've got something you really can't understand, you just got to really Americanise it stuff. Like, oh yeah.
Well, that's kind of what happened, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, there's no point in teaching them banana when I'm teaching banana. But it's part of my native, man. If I say the word water, I'm in trouble, man. What's water teaching, man? You know, water.
Have a glass of water.
Have a glass of water, please. Can you drink bottled water?
Bottle of water. Yeah, they don't have the old style we have. They round it up to an E. It's like a short E.
One of the bizarre little sequence of videos that YouTube got me into was this language accent expert who works on films as a dialect coach, and he's breaking down different accents by different actors in different films, from the really good to the really bad. But it's so interesting, like the way he breaks it down. He's like, you know, so you'll see that, you know, people from this part of America, they've got this vowel sound is longer, and that's because the tongue is pressed up towards the top of the mouth when they say the word, and there's a thing called a diphthong on a vowel, which is how you go up or down on the vowel. He's talking about these diphthongs, and like how the position of your tongue does and the mouth, and and you see he's got these really low set lips and pulled back, and that gives him this sort of sound, and you see the actors really living in it's really, I found it surprisingly really
when you
interesting.
see people doing, it is interesting. You see when people do, and even when they're doing like voiceovers, the whole facial expression will change because you have to actually physically do that in order to accomplish certain words in certain ways.
And it was also great because he does some of the bad ones, like Kevin Costner in when he played Robin Hood.
Oh God, Kevin Costner didn't try though. He's just American. He wasn't even like he went for an accent.
That's what's so funny, because what's his name? Is it Christian Slater or someone else is playing the younger brother, and he's doing a terrible, terrible, terrible English accent. It's terrible.
Yeah.
So Costner must have
everybody
been
else
worse.
in the movie is like
Kevin Costner must have been worse. And they're like, no, just stick with American. It's fine.
Well, he was such a big star at the time. They probably just said, "Don't even try." Like, my favorite movie is Highlander. But that accent, that kind of like, what do you call him as? Christopher Lambert is pitiful. It's absolutely pitiful. The only good thing about it is later in the movie, he's been alive for so long that he would have a mixed up weird accent, so he gets away with it at that point. But the early Scottish accent, Jesus Christ. Are you scared, Connor? And he's like, "No, cousin Google, I'm not." And that's what he said. It's amazing.
It's weird though, because you could just say, "Look, mate, if you just try and do Scrooge McDuck, like you would sound more similar." Like, it would be more
exactly. Try and do Scotty from Star Trek.
Can he take it? The engines, can he take it, Captain?
Sprung a leak, Captain.
Sprung a leak. I can do Irish accents way better than Scottish ones. I don't know why I can't do Scottish. Except I'm quite good. I find the easiest thing to say in any accent is the name of the place or the accent itself, like Liverpool. You can. It's easier to say something in its accent. Scottish.
Yeah, I can get into once my mind gets into it, I can do it. But if I have to jump into it straight away, then my brain has trouble. You've got to.
This is for the word Newcastle. Newcastle. That's more bad.
Is that in India? Is it? Is that in India? No. Is that Newcastle you're talking about?
Not good.
I just got to do before.
I'm weird as fuck. No, don't worry. I was gonna say I'm weird as fuck. I actually do like I used to do impressions in traffic when I got bored. So like fucking everything, like JFK, loads of people. You have to really practice to do your accent. Like, mate,
was that you, Gans?
Jesus, what was that in the track? Oh, that's it. I'm last again. Oh, because that's the corner. Sorry, man. Put your story up there. This sheer movie.
Basically last night there was these, we were doing a playlist and half of them were really good and half of them were just, I don't know what was going on. Like they're quite popular, so they put them in the playlist. And I just wanted to go on the headset and like do King of the Hill accent. Bobby, this is some black shit.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good. I was literally
that's after practicing. I can do it immediately.
I was literally just talking about King of the Hill with yesterday, because I stumbled across these big propane tanks on the map. I've never seen these before. These big propane. And then the person's like, "Want to buy some propane?" I haven't thought about that show in ages, and then two references one day after the other.
Yeah,
if I was a TV producer, I'd be like, right, that's it. It's time for a King of the Hill resurgence. It's in the zeitgeist. Bring it back. Bring it back.
I'm convinced like we live in. There's all them people that say we live in like a computer simulation or something. I'm like, oh well, crap. And then there was loads of stuff. Like my brother was talking about Lord of the Rings and all and stuff. I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, look, like the landscape. I was like, oh right. And then I went past 3 license plates, and all of them had like ORK, ORC.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, sometimes particularly if you play GTA too much, you start like viewing the world in a different way. Like if you're I remember trying to stand in the street one day, and I nearly said to my wife, there was 3 cars all identical right next to her. I was just about to say, that's a bit unrealistic, isn't it? Yeah, that's not realistic. That's too bad. Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, that's real life. You know what I mean? It just happens like you'll see 3 bungalows in
look at the way those cars have spawned there. It's just
That's just lame. It's not even, that's just terrible. That's just laziness. You go, oh, that's real life. I forgot.
Oh yeah, there's no development.
Oh, this is one from so quickly. I should have taken a quicker car.
I also found myself when I was getting into the crate, I big start looking at like the entrance to the 7-Eleven. There'd be like a concrete step which sort of went down and then was attached to like a disabled access. I'd be like, oh, I'd be sitting to my wife, that's really well done. That, but the way they've done that, they've sort of merged it in perfectly. That looks really good. You find yourself sort of making mental notes for your next track, just because the 7-Eleven entrance sort of appeals to you in a sort of nice way, you know. Very strange.
The ones that always. The ones that always got me was Assassin's Creed and the skateboarding game, the Tony Hawk's game, when I was really into them. Like I'd be walking around like, oh yeah, I could grind along there and do it. I can't even skateboard.
Yeah, that's fire, yeah, perfectly. Yeah,
and then the same with Assassin's Creed. I'm walking along and it's like, oh yeah, I could jump up there and jump on there and climb over that and jump over there.
Leave into a haystack 500 feet, even though it would kill you instantly.
What's that graffiti game as well? Like see spots everywhere. Yeah.
Not Jet Set Radio Pizza, no?
Sorry?
Wasn't Jet Set Radio, was it?
Nah, that Get an Earth or whatever it is. I don't know. Stupid PS2 game. Yeah, no, like I went to a racetrack and like I literally thought, you know, I'm gonna recreate this, but I can't fucking be bothered. Like you walk around the day and you think, oh no, I'll recreate this, recreate that, and then later on you're like, you know, I just can't be bothered. It just takes too long. Yeah.
Little things though, I do see like little just nuances in a street in a certain part of the town. I think that's clever. That guy's done really well there. And he's only been he's been told by the government to build like concrete step. He hasn't even thought about it at all. But I'm like, that's really well done.
Look at the propping. Look at the propping he's used on that step.
Exactly.
Clean.
That's it. My wife. Look how good that is. Look at that. It's amazing. What are you talking about? I'll never get it.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you don't understand. Nobody understands.
No, but if it is exactly like if you put 3 cars out in the open that all look the same in the GTA crash, people go, oh, but that's not very realistic. It's just replaced it. Yeah, whereas like say in real life, you like the number of times you see a white beaver or something, it's like identical, doesn't it?
Especially in certain areas of town, you do see a lot of all the cars looking very the same. Central London, it all just seems to be expensive.
It's like, he's doing cheap paper. I can't drive it down.
There's a 9F, this is how obsessed I am with GTA, I can't even know what the 9F's called in real life, but there's a 9F in type of city, I see it now and again. Silver and black. Yeah, every time I see that,
there's a Mamba that's always parked on my street. But it's like, look, that's like the Mamba.
That's a nice car, but it drives like shit, that thing. You can't you'll have a nightmare with that thing. You haven't got a chance. You say, what are you talking about? You're not going to win that thing.
8th position back on Lamborghini.
Oh. Are you 8? You're 9th? Oh, man, you're tearing me though. Well, actually,
oh, whoa! I just flew though. How did that happen? I didn't do that on any of the other laps.
That was me earlier on in the track.
Oh no! I just came up that final. I just came up there, just at the top of the hill there, and I just flew.
Oh, you mean like they actually left the track? Yeah, that's good.
Like left the track like by a long way. long way. Wow. T20 going extra fast.
Does anyone remember GTA 3?
I never played GTA.
There's one, I made the mistake of playing. I got the double pack for the Xbox. I played Vice City, and then when I went back to GTA 3, it just looked like a sack of shit. So I actually didn't play it, even though I know technically it's good. You know?
No, Vice City is the first one I played.
But like, yeah, similar thing. I was just, you know what I mean? Like, you just play the game. You think, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's this, that's that. Because I don't know, like a pen or something. And then my brother we were like in traffic, and he's like, oh, it looks like, you know, the Stinger and all stuff like that. I was like, Max, it's a video game. And I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah. And that's when I first realised, like, they're copying.
They're copying the actual cars.
Well, yeah. Not they copying things out of the game. The game's got things out of the game.
Oh, I did it again. Oh, for God's sake. It's my own fault for cutting across the bloody corner with a crack. Now I'm finishing 12. 13. There's a lot of miscellaneous shit under the track where you think you can cut across and you just cannot.
Yeah, it's like top of the telegraph pole.
Yeah. Somebody twice now.
He fucking done me. Like he overtook me, so I started curb boosting, and then he like flicked out at the last second because there's a telegraph.
Oh yeah, you can do that in real life in the high street. You can walk along and there's bollards there. You can walk right in front of it, and in the last minute you can pull out and watch an old granny like just get nailed in the groin, you know. Amazing.
Oh shit! Where did this bit come from? I don't remember this bit of the track.
Yeah, I always worry about that where I suddenly like make a really obvious mistake on like the third lap, and I just like I've done it before. I suddenly on the third lap I'll just drive in the wrong direction, and it's like how did I do this like 2 or 3 times perfectly, and then I've just oh yeah, it's up. I'm meant to drive up to the left here, and I say no, it just goes around to the right.
Your car's airborne. It's like, oh shit, I didn't do this thing.
What happened?
Martin. Oh, I think I was doing alright there, so apart from 2 massive disasters. Top 6, I reckon.
Ah, that one must have been restricted as well, or just no one's using the Wagner. Oh yeah, that one's restricted. Yeah, I think So Quickly's restricting his races.
Good man, good man.
So Quickly.
100%.
Ooh, chasing
That was a So
down.
Quickly track, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't use them circular corner things, which is quite refreshing. He used them a lot in a couple of his races.
Yeah, there's a couple of them where he's used them for all of the big hairpins.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He used them a lot in the previous ones. The bees.
We did
So
this.
raised up.
We've done this
Was
as
it?
a banger race, I think, in last Coxygene.
Sports classics.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, I
locked
don't
to something.
Is it done a test? I mean, we must have done the test actually.
Yeah, you and oh, you might not have done actually, because it was one that like he didn't submit it. I saw it on Social Club last minute, and we didn't have a banger race, so Paul just chucked it in. It's the 13th track.
I'm pretty happy with this.
Well, I'm gonna go. I went Sylvestre last time. I'm gonna go Retinue this time.
I went Michele.
Oh.
Never used that before. I was about to say, is it going to be raised into the sky with red and grey and white props? It seems to be the way that the race does that.
Yeah, he did one track like it wasn't a event winner. I actually really liked it. It was like based on some Japanese circuit. Nobody voted for it. I was like, oh no, like it, I didn't vote for it. I thought it was a good track.
But they're always trading these tracks, so yeah, there's definitely something about it. Something I really want.
Yeah, it's a narrow section there. Yeah, I want this one.
Oh, yes, in the city, right up there.
He did original, you know those like circular props that you have like one on chocolate wood. I don't know, like Logan just did that one.
The tubes?
Nah, like
everybody.
they're like tube cabs. They've got like a little platform. Like, yeah, he's got one. Basically, I'm glad he stopped using them.
I was using them as apex, or just taking a tube and burying it all the way down, so you just get the rim and you use it as an apex. I use them a lot as well, but then we kind of discovered that they've got terrible hitboxes.
Yeah.
They look the part, don't they? But they don't always work.
Yeah. So now it's kind of the stunt targets are the best big round thing.
Yeah, but that means you still got to have a certain type of corner. You still got to be a certain type of corner to use them. I don't really have that type of corner. That's the problem. So
or
I can't really use them.
hay bales or the round tank thing. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Schultz?
And you, Mr. Hanuman? How are you?
I'm good. Yeah. Doing
I see that you are third. You can make it.
Monday.
You can take the first place.
Go
ahead.
Third, you're right.
I got a second and I've got a fourth in this, so you know I'm good with this position.
It's horrible that little run is.
This man is on fire.
But Otto is one place ahead of me in the playlist, so maybe I can catch Otto and see him. The orange car up there. Let's go. Let's go.
That little thin path, man, with all the different, like the lifeguard stuff on and the chain fences, that's just messy, man. I don't care. Even I know it's meant to be like a thin part of the track, but there's so much shit you can catch indirectly that it's just terrible.
One of the problems is you've got to block off those fences with a really deep, thick wall, otherwise they pop back out.
Yeah,
it's not enough just to cover them.
Yeah.
You've got to bury them really far in the wall or the fence pops out. It's really
I
silly.
It pops them out randomly.
Yeah. It's
It's
all
like
to
lagging
it's
it,
all
like a direct lag, I think.
no, it's all to do with hitboxes. It's all to do with visually what you see isn't visually what's actually there. A lot of it's all trickery, and sometimes that causes problems. Like, you know, the wheels of the cars, wheels of some cars go below the road.
Yeah, true, yeah.
And stuff like that. So sometimes it's all just a bit. They just didn't. I don't think they expected us to go quite so. No one thought anyone would go quite so extreme into how we use things and what size of props we use and all of this. But they should get their act together. Otto was second in the end.
I did the mistake of believing the, the statistics. So I went for the Michelli, and
I know that car. It's horrible.
It's just a Brioso, isn't it? Yeah, like it goes really, really quick, and then it can't accelerate out of corners, so the engine dies, and then everyone drives past you, and then it's like, right, time to drive quick.
I did look at it when it came out and thought it looked quite nice, but I didn't buy it in the end.
I've not tested it. It's just the Brioso, but in sports class.
Oh, that's it. Rectangle. That's pretty fun though. It's a pretty solid playlist. Actually, there wasn't any bad. Well, there wasn't any bad tracks in there.
No,
say.
That was good. That was nice. There's some nice variety in there.
I still want to buy a beer, man. Even though I'm off the beer for Friday, but I'm telling you, 7-Eleven is just 100 yards away. Oh man.
Thank you everyone watching on the stream. I will see you later for Off-Road Monday. Have a great day. Toodaloo.